Hello everyone, welcome back to Drishti Ki Awaaz. I am Chinmay P. Chagga, your host today, and today I am joined by our counselor, Miss Kunreet Kaur. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm very well. What about you?
I'm great, and today, as the hectic month of our school, and probably most of the schools is going on, the September exams. So I think it would be great if you could talk a little bit more about on this topic.
Okay, so exams.
Yeah.
I think most of the students are under pressure or under stress during exams because they are worried about their performance in the exams. And when they are not able to perform well in one of their tests or exam, so their thought process stick to that exams and they are not focused to prepare well for the next exams. They are having thoughts, repetitive thoughts, or overthinking on that exam that they are not able to perform well. So I feel that creates more pressure on the students and they lag somewhere behind in the next exams as well. So I feel at that time, I as a counselor, teachers in the schools and parents at home should guide the students at that time and not advising them. So the thing is that we have to just have a light talks, a little talks with the students so that they can deviate from that thought and they can focus on their next exams without having a feeling of guilt in their mind.
Well, that was my first question on how to guide the students. You pretty much answered that. Talking about exams, a lot of my friends, most of my friends really have this taboo of exam stress. How do you deal with that?
Okay. So what do you feel? Why we are in the stress?
I don't know, probably syllabus and all.
Okay.
Working on the.
There is a pressure,
Yeah.
expectations,
Yeah.
okay, fear of failure, like you can say time constraints are there. So because of all these things, when they all come together, so a person is getting stressed, getting anxious also at sometimes from the exams.
Well, I think another reason for having exam stress would be the fear of failure. If
Yes.
I'm correct. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay. So I feel failure. It's a natural way that, and at some point of the time you will be facing failure in one situation or the another. And on the initial thoughts, we feel it in a negative way. For sure, we are going to face it as a negative thing. But when we sit, when we analyze it, then we can understand that this is the opportunity that we can work upon our mistakes. This is a time that we have to strengthen ourselves and move up from that situation and show our a better version.
Yeah, I have no refuting statement for that. I was reading a book of Sorod Kierkegaard. He was a Danish theologian and he wrote a book on anxiety. And as I was reading the book, I kept on getting the thoughts about exam anxiety.
Okay.
So, what is your opinion on that?
So, exam anxiety is basically the performance anxiety in simple words. When you want to perform very well, when you strive for that perfectionism, which is not possible. So, at that time, you are feeling anxious for the exams. So, at that time, we have to understand that what in our control is that we have to prepare well for exam. That's the thing we can do. So without striving for the best, for the perfectionism, it's better to give your best. That's the thing is that.
True. Well, I remember a thing from Nietzsche's book, Thus Spoke Zarathustra. He talks about the Übermensch, on how to reach a better version of yourself. He talks about the similar stuff regarding not striving for perfectionism, but at least thinking of achieving it so that we can achieve a higher self of ourselves. Well, concluding this podcast, I would want that if you could tell the causes, summarize the causes of the effect that is exam stress, and how do we cope up with these causes?
Okay. So as I have already told you that the pressure from the parents, expectations from the teachers and parents, fear of failure, all such kind of things come together. which are the main reasons that we are having this exam stress or anxiety. So at that time, we all have to understand, even its teacher, its parents, even our counselor, that we have to give students a comfortable time. We should guide them, help them, support them, and we can help them in making their timetables, proper management of times. We can guide them to prepare well for their exams. When they are not prepared well for their exams, when they are not listening in the classes, and when they are going to start off with the preparation for the exams just a day before their exams, so they will definitely having such kind of situation like stress and anxiety. So they have to plan their things prior. They should have proper diet, they should be hydrated, get proper sleep, and the thing is they have to reward themselves with time. If they are doing well, they should give them reward, like having a power nap, or listening to the music, or just hanging out with the friends for half an hour and an hour, so that they are feeling rejuvenated. So that the thing is required during the exams time.
Well, then I have everything of that. I don't have exam stress. Let's go. I just had a question to you. I think that stress actually might even help in the exam.
Yes, we talked about two types of stress, as you know that is
Positive and negative.
positive and negative, eustress and distress. So eustress, the positive one, is required because it pushes us to do the thing. That a milder level of stress is required, but when it crosses its limit, it is going to affect you. So we have to make sure that we are having that minimum level of stress, because that energizes us to work, to do something. Because if we are not having some kind of fear, if we are not having some deadlines, we are definitely going to delay, we are definitely going to procrastinate it. So that the thing is, so you should take it in a positive way and make sure that it is not going to harm you.
Well, that was a fantastic end to a stressful podcast, not pun intended. And I hope you liked the episode. Thank you for watching this Sticky Awaz. This was your host Chinmay Jaga. Stay curious and keep questioning. Stay tuned.